If you've seen the 1968 classic Night of the Living Dead, this initially bizarre premise starts to make a lot more sense. Think about it, of all the houses they could have attacked, Romero's shambling zombies choose one in the middle of a grassy meadow, completely void of their greatest deterrents. Sunflowers and pea pods. Things are like zombie repellent. Using that little-known fact about zombie vulnerabilities, the folks who brought you the award-winning games Peggle, Zuma, and Bejeweled 2 have unleashed yet another slab of casual gaming excellence. This is Plants vs. Zombies for the Xbox 360's Live Arcade, and it doesn't take long for this game to grow on you. Originally released for Windows and Mac OS X, Plants vs. Zombies is a tower defense game. Now, tower defense games are a dime a dozen these days, but this one really stands out among its countless peers. It's blossoming with charm and character, it sprouts with gameplay variety, and it's almost impossible to stop playing. The premise is beautifully simple. A horde of groaning zombies is hobbling through the backyard, en route to your house, and subsequently, your brains. Your only chance to stop the cerebellum munching from commencing is to thwart the zombies with a healthy dose of plants and vegetables. That's right, in Plants vs. Zombies, salad eats you. As you'd expect from PopCap games, the gameplay is just as simple as the premise. You strategically plant seeds all over the lawn to fend off the zombie armies, eventually choosing from 48 different kinds of plants and mushrooms. The vegetation options are as fun as they are diverse, but of course, so are the zombies. You'll deal with 26 kinds of reanimated corpses, and along with the evolving levels and plant variety, they ensure Plants vs. Zombies always feels fresh. Well, as fresh as a reanimated corpse can be. And at its core, that's really all there is to Plants vs. Zombies. It's simple, but it's ruthlessly addictive, and the verdict's very much the same for this Xbox 360 version. But of course, this Xbox 360 version is also the third version of Plants vs. Zombies, which begs the question, has anything been added to make the game worth revisiting for those who may have already played it? But as it turns out, PopCap delivered. Exclusive to the 360 version are two multiplayer modes, competitive and cooperative play. The competitive mode allows you and a friend to choose between plants or zombies and play head-to-head. That one in particular is a lot of fun, but they both exceed in giving seasoned players a reason to revisit this bizarre backyard battle, along with the new minigame modes. Unfortunately, the multiplayer is only available offline, but PopCap Games did add a unique kind of leaderboard system. It allows you to compare your house to those of your friends. A big heap of defeated zombies piles up in your yard, as do lawn ornaments which represent your achievements. Obviously, plenty of effort went into making this game even more appealing for its home console debut, but this is still the third version. Despite the new modes, and as awesome as the game may be, it's fair to ask whether it's worth the asking price of $15 if you've already played Plants vs. Zombies. And if that's the camp you fall into, consider the new features and decide if they're worth it. However, if you have not played this game, it's a no-brainer to recommend, not because zombies ate the brains, but because this game is just outstanding. It's fun, it's really endearing, and it's dangerously addictive. Now, as a side note, I do prefer the iPad version, if only for the touch controls and portability, but the game really shines on Microsoft's console as well, so if you're new to it, this is also an ideal version. But seriously, download with caution, and when you do, say goodbye to productivity and hello to experimental botany in Plants vs. Zombies.